Scrapbooking adventures. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of a spending freeze that I'm going to do. Well, spending pause, right? I've noticed that I really like those new collections. I pre-order them and I need to stop for a second. Give myself some time not to worry about, oh, where am I going to put this new product? Oh, how can I use this in a new project? Like, I really want to get some layouts or projects done before I start buying more supplies. So I found this tracker online. It's a 50 tracker, and I have decided that I'm going to do 50 projects before I can buy some more scrapbooking supplies. I started this a couple days ago, and you can see I'm already making great progress, which is awesome. And you know what sparked this idea is I'm part of a Crafty no spend or low spend Facebook group. I'll go ahead and list them down below. They had actually started this conversation about how can we help each other, help ourselves, actually set a goal. Because in my mind, if I'm using my supplies, then I'm okay with spending. But I actually have to use my supplies, right? Or I have to be in my room. I have to be enjoying them. I've got to be touching them. I've got to be reorganizing, what have you. So my spending freezes in the past have not worked. I'll be like, oh, I can go 2 weeks. I can wait for my next paycheck until I get the next crafty thing. Next thing I know, I am on, a cherry on top and pre-ordering so I can get 20% off. Or I'm looking at Peachy Cheap at their deals because they have things for $15 and you get ephemera packs and 6x8 pads. I know all the sites to check. And I check them regularly because I like supplies. I like buying. That's like a second hobby. And it's just not gonna work. I can't keep this up. I got 2 trees in the backyard that need to be taken out. Well, there goes a couple grand, right? So I need to be able to, 1, save money, 2, afford things that need to be done instead of prioritizing scrapbooking supplies over what needs to be done for my family. That's where I know I have a problem. So here comes the tracker. I have to fill this entire tracker before I can spend a single penny. That means I can't go to thrift stores. I can't go to this really cool shop called Scraps KC in northern Kansas City this weekend, even though I'll be in the Northland this weekend. I just can't do it. I need to stay away. So this is where, if I can get 50 things done by tomorrow, then yes, I can go. But that's not going to happen. There's no way I can get 50 items done. Now let's talk about these items and how I can accomplish each little hexagon. So in my mind, I've got a running list of items that need to be done in my scrapbook room, right? So one item is I have this basket. If I can empty this basket and put things in their actual proper homes, like crayons don't go here, but this is kind of like my dump basket. If I don't have time right now, that's where this goes. This goes in the garage, right? So like this little piece needs to find a home, but I don't know what collection has those colors. So I need to actually go through my collections and place this in a collection pack with my collection. So I'll use it in the future. See, just like random stuff. Like I still have these I got to figure out what to do with. I love them, but I have no idea what to do with. But for right now, I'm just going to go try to find a collection to put them in. So if I were to clear this entire basket, I get to mark off a hexagon. My goal is to actually start an Etsy shop, which I'm really excited about. Making those little notebooks for people. But that is one of my hexagons. If I actually open the shop, that's one of the hexagons. But in order to open the shop, I need to have inventory. So I'll show you an example of what I'm making. So this would be a bundle in my future Etsy shop. Okay, you get a little notepad based on the Harry Potter line. And you get 4 little notebooks with unlined paper. Super cute. And you even get a little bookmark. If I complete one of these bundles, make it from start to finish, I don't need to wrap it because I probably wouldn't wrap it if I'm going to store it, right? I'll wrap it when I sell it. If I can finish making a single bundle, then I get to mark off a hexagon. So you know what this hexagon was? This bundle right here. If I make a layout, I mark off a hexagon. If I finish making my swap products and get them in the mail, I get a hexagon. So you know that running list that you always have in the back of your mind. If you check off one of those items from your Scrappy to-do list, then go ahead and give yourself a hexagon. Doesn't have to necessarily be using your supplies. It could be organizing, right? Then in addition to my tracker, if I end up seeing something that I really, really want, you know what I do? Got a little list here, little tab. This is my Scrappy notebook. We'll go over that in a separate video. I can just start a wish list. For example, you can see my wish list here. A lot of it I've actually gotten, which is awesome. Or, you know, later down the line, I'm like, I don't really like the pink paisley auburn lane. I can do something better. I'll just cross it off. I don't need it, but it's on my wish list. So I can go back in and be like, okay, I've got white stage line now, so I don't need that. I do the same thing with a Dottie About Flair. I've got several packages of flair that I want to do, but you know what I need to do before I can buy anything? Use the flair I already have. So this is just going to stay on my list. I've also got a sales tracker in here. My Black Friday tracker. Notice there are no lines. I don't like lines in my notebook. I can write pretty straight. This is just freehanding, which is awesome, right? I know some people are like, I can't do it. That's okay. But then I have the creativity to actually go in and get a tab for techniques, draw the technique. But we'll go over this notebook some other time. So, this is my goal. I'll try to check in every once in a while, probably when I hit that hexagon, let you know how it's going. And you know, if I end up spending some money, oops, I'll just start over. And that's okay. You know, you have to give yourself grace. I'm no longer really in the mood of purchasing to get all the new stuff. I'm actually purchasing for a reason. So this list is really awesome. You can find this tracker in the Crafty No Spend, Low Spend Facebook group. I'll go ahead and list them down below. I uploaded this to the files of that group. I'm not an admin. I'm just one of the members, and somebody had sparked this idea, so I jumped on board. Full throttle, right? Let's do it. There's a 50 and then there's a 100. This is my first time doing a tracker like this, so I figured I'd start with 50. It's a smaller number. 25 seemed like I could finish that in like 3 or 4 days. And so I was like, no, I need to actually give myself a challenge. I need to actually work on getting inventory for my Etsy store up, right? So I hope you enjoyed this video or inspired by what I'm going to be doing in the future. And please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.